These action-adventure games are must-play for anyone who wants to explore some unique worlds with engaging stories. In this video, we are diving into the 10 amazing action-adventure games you must play. On number 10, we have Stray. If you have ever wondered how it feels to be a cat, then Stray is the perfect game for you. Taking place in an apocalyptic setting, you control a curious kitty that gets separated from its pack and is lost in the depths of the world. The human race is seemingly extinct as the main population in the ruins of World City 99 are robots called companions. With the help of an AI named B12, you must figure out how to open the enclosed city and return to the surface world. On number 9, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Following the failed experiment known as Marvel's Avengers, Square Enix decided to take a different approach. Instead of a live service experience, the publisher sought the expertise of Eidos Montreal and produced Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. This game would be the standard linear experience associated with the single-player games and better received critically than Avengers. By controlling Star-Lord, the Guardians of the Galaxy are investigating a mysterious cult that's calling themselves the Universal Church of Truth. Their leader, the Grand Unifier Raker, tries to justify his motives, but ultimately they are the same as every other villain. Complete Domination Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is a contained adventure that takes you to many iconic locations and crosses paths with many iconic characters. Number 8, Pokemon Legends Arceus. For nearly 40 years, Pokemon has remained one of the most popular IPs in entertainment, from trading cards to shows and games. Nintendo and Game Freak continue to churn the Pocket Monster content and we continue to eat it up. But eventually, no matter how successful you are, change is always needed, and so Pokemon Legends Arceus was created. Unlike most of the previous games, Arceus focuses more on exploring the various environments and capturing Pokemon. There is still a battle element in the game, but you won't be tasked with collecting gym badges and defeating the Elite Four. Arceus is all about searching new areas, discovering new Pokemon, and experience a new way to catch them all. Number 7, Uncharted Series. Naughty Dog rose to fame through its creation of Crash Bandicoot and Jak and Daxter for the early PlayStation consoles. The developer continued its masterclass of game development with the Uncharted series. The first of the series, Uncharted Drake's Fortune, introduced us to the treasure hunter Nathan Drake. Drake's personality and obsessive desire for exploration led many to compare him to another legendary adventurer, Indiana Jones. Rumors have circulated since early 2021 that another Uncharted game was in the works, but nothing concrete has been revealed. Number 6, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Since acquiring the exclusive rights from Disney to develop Star Wars games in 2013, it's been a bit hit or miss for Electronic Arts, but seemingly learned from its mistake with Jedi Fallen Order. This new adventure took place after the Empire's rise. Jedi Fallen Order contains numerous environments that reward you for deep exploration. In August 2021, EA confirmed that the studio will continue to invest in the world created in Jedi Fallen Order. Number 5, Batman Arkham Series. In the early console days, it was pretty normal to get superhero games that were based on the current movies at the time. Some classics like Spider-Man 2 are still considered amazing action-adventure games to this day. But in 2009, Rocksteady elevated the superhero adventure genre to new heights with Batman Arkham Asylum. The first title in the Arkham series introduced the Cape Crusader in a darker setting. As Batman tries to contain the escaped inmates at Arkham Asylum, the sequel expanded the environment to include all the Gotham in Arkham City and Arkham Knight, creating one of the most immersive game worlds to date. Already one of the most popular superheroes in history, the Arkham series boosted Batman's popularity even more, as the series received widespread critical acclaim and success. On number 4, Shadow of the Colossus. When ranking the best PlayStation 2 games, it will be difficult to find a list without Shadow of the Colossus. Known as the spiritual sequel to the classic Ico, Shadow of the Colossus follows a young man named Wander on a quest to bring a girl named Mono back to life. As being a monumental game in terms of innovative gameplay, the setting as a whole, and the high emotions accompanied by the story. Since its original launch in 2005, Shadow of the Colossus was remastered on the PlayStation 3 in 2011 and then received the full remake treatment in 2018. Number 3, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Among the long-running Assassin's Creed series, Odyssey was the first to introduce the choice of a male or female character. Hopefully you choose the Cassandra, as she became not only one of the best characters of the series, but her actions showed that she is one of the best role models in games. On top of memorable protagonists, Odyssey's setting is arguably the most stunning of the series. The 11th installment of the series, Odyssey, was the first of the series not to follow the traditional struggle of power between the Assassin's Brotherhood and the Templar Order. Instead, Odyssey followed the tale of a young warrior fighting in the Peloponnesian War between Athens and Sparta. Although its predecessor was called Origins, Odyssey is technically the first game of the series chronologically. Taking place in 431 BC, Odyssey also featured a deeper focus on RPG elements players with expanded dialogue and upgrade options. And our number 2, Red Dead Redemption 2. Immediately following the critical success of RDR, Rockstar Games began work on developing the next in the series. Over 8 years of development later, RDR 2 launched on outstanding praise. The game is among the highest rated on Metacritic and many praise it as their game of the year in 2018. Despite having the number 2 in the title, RDR 2 is a prequel to the events of its predecessor. It follows the story of Arthur Morgan, a long member of the Vanderlyn gang. Throughout the game, you eventually encounter John Marston, the protagonist from the RDR. The game features an incredible open world with plenty of activities to satisfy your dreams of roaming the Wild West. Number 1, The Last of Us Part 2. Many fans of The Last of Us might have been satisfied with how the game ended, but Naughty Dog was determined to keep the story going. Set 5 years after the events of the first game, The Last of Us Part 2 continued Ellie and Joel's story as the two tried to come to terms with the consequences of Joel's decision at the end of the first game. The Last of Us Part 2 expanded the amazing world of its predecessor while also bringing the gameplay elements to modern standards. The enhanced combat mechanism, polished graphics, and emotional story were enough for The Last of Us Part 2 to win Game of the Year honor in 2020. Alright, this includes the 10 amazing action-adventure games you must play. I know I haven't covered a lot of masterpieces, but this is the part 1 of the action-adventure game series. Like the video and subscribe to the channel to see another parts of this action-adventure game series. See you in the next one.